Hello, and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. We have so many things to do today. Okay, let's start with a level up. Should I go with health, magicka, or stamina? I mean, both my magicka and health are sufficiently upgraded. Go with health. Make it a round number, 606. Also, I did want to make my skill legendary, not alchemy. Yes, alchemy too, but that'll be later. Sneaking. And I pressed no again. Keep doing that. There we have it. Let's get out of here. We need to choose a quest for ourselves. Sanguina is the Daedric prince of hedonism. Sanguina, so basically it's Slanesh. Let's pick up everything we have that we need to sell and see if we can walk with all that. Actually, there is something else I wanted to do before we start adventuring today. Let's go here and pick everything from this place. And within here we shall place my blade and basically everything we're not gonna use. Maybe I can use something about those vampire armors. Viola's ring. Well, I think I know where we're gonna go next then. This is where my alchemy stuff is, right? And not just. Okay, I need to sell you. We're never gonna use you again. Good. Let's get out of here. Again, I actually want to make some poisons, but you know, I think I'll be fine. At least for the time being. At least until I sell all the potions I have currently in my inventory. I shall be fine. Let's take a look at the map. Perhaps we can find a place to start questing. Retrieve the hilt of Marker's razor. The priest of Bolithia. I have met Lord Morlag Bao, the Lord of Domination. Morlag Bao. I actually respect this guy. If I remember correctly, he's the one who created the vampires. Oh, I need to go back to Dawnstar. Apparently I forgot to pick the razor blade from there. But first, let's go and see if we have any fishes in the aquarium. Well, no mosquitoes. And no fishes. Okay. Let's use all the magic we can. I have so many things I need to do. These effects are incredibly loud. It doesn't matter. I can live with them. So, what skill do we need for you? Alternation. I know there was something important. You're at level 90. Is this enough? No, you need to be at level 100. Well, it's not gonna happen yet, but it will happen soon enough. We have so many quests open right now. Let's see, if we go here and click you, and we can continue with the House of Horror. Alrighty. Yes, I'm heading the right way. Let's continue on then. I have so many things I need to do. Don't have enough magicka. Alternation 91. Soon though, we shall have the skills we require to cast even the most masterful of illusions, or alternations. We'll see. All I know is that I have a level up. I haven't trained this level, which means that I have to wait until I can train my destruction 10 levels and sell some potions to the one who's going to train me. Am I being attacked? Oh, 2 trolls. Lovely. Let's put my skills to the test, shall we? There's your soul gone. Not bad, and I survived a hit. Some more working on that would be appreciated. For now, I think I'm fine. Alright. We're still close. Still pretty close. Is something attacking me? Is that another troll? You guys multiply so fast. Nice. Alternation level 92. Good. I like being powerful. Dead. Few more casts of the spell should be enough. How close am I? Have I? Yeah. I went a little bit too far. Wait. Tarnation level 93. I am progressing quite quickly with this. Now, what actually worries me that the effects are a little bit too loud, however, when characters are talking, they're too silent, and this is on maximum volume. Maybe I should do something about that. I mean, it's not on max volume, but still, it is pretty loud. Let me guess, you used to be an adventurer like me, before an arrow crippled you.
You're the one casts those illusions. Impressive.
Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself.
No, I don't. In fact, the only time I use bows is when I actually fight dragons.
No lollygagging.
Yes, you guys really don't have an interesting life, do you?
I know you're kind, always sneaking about.
I mean, I can't argue with that. Guardhouse. Alrighty, we actually are here for something. A razor's hilt. And I need to combine all three of the ingredients. I mean, should I try to steal the dagger? No. I have so many lockpicks. I don't even need a master lock. Actually, I do, because I get tired of... Oh, come on. I was about to say I get tired of my lockpickings just breaking up for no good reason. Hilt, coat and lockpicks. Everything here can be used, so let's use it. Also, potion of healing, enchant stamina. Funny. Right on time. Almost missed my cue there. Alright, next, Dawnstar. Oh, that's interesting. We can go back to Dawnstar later. Where do you lead? We need to go and find the priest of Belthia, and we need to go to Markroth. Well, I do need to go to Dawnstar eventually. Next stop, this tower right here. And of course we can't see my marker. What's even the point of it then? There you go. It will all be fine, trust me. I'm going to assume that there are no enemies nearby, despite me not being sure if that's the case. Okay, we could actually cast a few more spells right here. You're alive. Alternation level 95. 4. It will be 95 soon. There you go. More of these creatures. My Dremora Lord will take care of them. I actually think I'm sufficiently strong now to take down a dragon without losing all of my health in one hit. In order to test that though, I need to find a dragon who is willing to fight against me. I'm not sure about the boots upgrades. Also, we are using medium armor. I don't see why medium and heavy armor should be different from each other. In the skill tree, I mean. It's all armor. Right. Let's cast my buffer spells. You. And some swords. And there's a waterfall right there. Okay, bear, let's see how strong you are. Gotcha. Now I did make sneaking legendary, which means that I won't be able to do 3 times as much damage, or was it 6 times as much with a sword? But that's not a big problem because we honestly require a little bit of sneaking. How much in fact? Let's see, I think it was 30. Yep, 30. Getting to the 30 shouldn't be a challenge at all. Some grass pots, not bad. Let's talk.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
That's fine. Enjoy yourself. I'm not gonna judge. Nation level 95. And we keep doing this. I'm actually considering making alternation legendary, but I want the master spell before I even consider that. Not strong enough. You know what? I've always liked when there was a secret passage beneath a waterfall. Orange dart wings. That was a decent jump. No secret passage here. Slaughterfish, I'm not fighting this thing. Okay, good enough. Let's move on. So how close are we to my destination? Not very far. In fact, I think I'll be there in just a few minutes. Automation increased to 96. That's cool, no? Ah, finally, a real challenge. Not that the bear wasn't a real challenge, I just like the saber cats a little bit more. Still alive? No. Okay, I'm taking your eyes. Let's try for a sneak attack, shall we? That's a good kitty. Sneak attack for 3 times as much damage. So when you shoot him with a bow... I see. So 3. Then when you level up it becomes 6 times as much. And if you have those amazing gloves it makes it 12 times as much. Which is incredibly powerful if you have the right smithing level. Which I do not, and I think I can reach that at some point, but for now, not gonna worry about it. Come here. Just want a hug. And meat. I can eat the one I just killed, but you know, you look much more delicious. And deer hide. Venison, okay. Fine, let's take that as well. So, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get to that place? Let's start walking around the mountain until we find a path. This has always been a big problem for me in Skyrim, but honestly it's not that bad. For a few reasons. One, I like walking, and two... No, actually that's it. I like walking. The scenery is sufficiently pretty enough. Not like Fallout 4 where, yes, it's pretty, but the fog is so unnaturally strange. Somehow ruins my experience there. There is a road in here, which means that we're on the right track. Look at that. So many things we can use to improve our potions. If there was a potion to improve potions, that was gonna be so broken. Actually, there was a broken thing, but I think they fixed it. Okay, no crypt clusters here, but we do have some mountain flowers. Hello. Force one. Ow. Still incredibly powerful, those bows.
Where are you?
What am I using? Fast healing. That's not what I'm supposed to be using. Close wounds heals 100 points. Grand healing heals everyone close. Sunfire greater undead. Just to be sure, this is the better spell, right? Expert Adept, 200 points. Okay, good enough. It'll be number 3. Yes, because I stole something while sneaking, I became a better sneak. Okay, before we proceed, where is he? There you are. Can't send him there. Forget it then. Wait, did I summon him up there? Or did he climb somehow? Don't get stuck, please. And yes, you can come up here. Your soul is mine. I know you like your pretty animations, but... yeah, run away. That's all that you're good for.
You can't hide from me. I knew I'd find you.
Now don't pretend like you know where I was.
You can't hide. There you are.
Yeah, I can stand toe to toe with you now. iron swords. That's quite ironic considering that you actually don't use iron swords. Alright. And what have we here? An iron dagger, can take that. An enchanted. Now I don't need to enchant it or anything, but I have so many stones I need to get rid of. In fact, I was thinking about selling them. Most of them. Do I still have the ground ones? No. Good. There we go. So very silently I shall kill them all, one by one. Silently I said. Hello, little one. Sneak level 22. Are you using a bow? That'll be so dramatic. A forsworn ravager.
Found you. I can take you.
You can't. One-handed does 40% more damage. That's adorable, 40%. So, considering that I can make potions that make my sword fighting 100% more effective, I think I will be fine when I actually drink one to face any challenge. Also, now I have alternation spell that can paralyze others, don't I? Paralyze. Now this can be a destructive magic actually, so that's one thing. Yep, I have it on, not quick, what's it called? On favorites, good. No enemies here. Out of wine. Oh, something to drink. It's a dangerous dungeon. I might need a shot of whiskey. I should play Arkham Horror more. There we go. Yes, I know it took a huge amount of my blood. And it still killed this going, so great. Come on, little one. That killed you, eh? Did you forget what your own traps were? I assume you're the one who set them up. Frenzy potion, that's cool. The mirror. The wind blew over the open plain, jostling a few trees. Okay, I'm gonna read that later because it starts well enough. Doesn't start with a disclaimer or something like the curtain opens. Glass boots, gold, extreme stamina, the amulet of Julianos, iron mace, we don't need that. I'm gonna take the bread. Yeah, sure, I can sell that bow as well. Honestly, I don't see why these dungeons should have a loading screen, or in fact any dungeons at all. I don't detect any life. Still, I'm gonna be careful. People tend to die when they get reckless. A drum, okay. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna use that detect knife spells. Great timing. Oh look, a mage. Come on, little one. What's the matter, kid? Going down the stairs? Such a pity. Yeah, I know he moved a little, but still. Down we go. Next.
You won't live.
So you're a Ravager, are you?
Hide from me. I found you.
I magically separated your head from your shoulders. Being pressed. Yeah, sure, take the open dagger as well. Fire cells and the black soul gem. Something is definitely wrong with the music in here. No, not water breathing. What was it, 7? No life detected nearby. Good. Taking this and this. A lantern. Do I need that? I don't think so. Remember Dragon's Dogma? I like how you can actually pin the lantern on yourself there without having to hold a torch. Did we find what we were looking for here? Okay, excellent. Let's move on. Hello there. I am incredible. Just 2 more levels and I'll be back to par with my sneaking skills. And honestly, I don't regret making it a legendary skill. Brightheart. Wait, can you see me actually? I'm going to assume that he cannot. Now, I want to test my skills against him on one point, but on the other...
Hello. Who's there?
It's so satisfying stealing his heart, so... I'm gonna try to steal his heart again. And if it fails, I'm not going to sneak around on anything. Come on. Okay. Come on, show me how powerful he is. Not too powerful. Such a disappointment. You have such great potential. An ebony dagger. Okay, we found some wine and weak aversion of frost. Okay, and this is Shrine to the Bella. The Blessing of the Bella. Let's take a look at that blessing, shall we? Oh, my speechcraft has increased. That's nice. Okay. Yes, I can pick that lock. Actually, let's speak with the guy.
You there? Are you here to kill me? Slay the mighty Lowgrove while he sits tied and helpless.
I was sent by Morgo Bow to free you.
Rescue? No one knew where I was when I was taken. Who sent you?
Let's try this. Moloch Bow.
So, the king of corruption sends his messenger to challenge me. Very well. I will meet with Molag Bal, and I will venerate his altar in Boethiah's name as I did before. Cut me loose, minion of the Hated One. I need to get to Markarth.
Okay, let me untie these binds.
Oh, freedom. Now get out of my way. I have a task to attend to.
Okay, let me unlock this for you. Apparently you have no idea what you're doing. This isn't working. Okay. There you go. Finally. Yeah, he's busy. Alright, where to next? Hello, little chest, what do we have here? Carrying capacity is increased, good. And gloves. Ooh, a sweet roe. Horse meat, I like horse meat. It's actually quite delicious. Wooden something. Green apples. Alright. Cantus root, not bad. Actually wanted one of these. Ancestor and Dunmer. Gonna take you, and what we have in here? Liminal bridges. Discourse on the theory and the proxies of traveling between Modus and Oblivion by Chameleon Alinor. Very interesting indeed. Let's get out of here. Can't take the hanging moss from here. It is unfortunate, but understandable. Wait, I could go up there? No. If I could, that would be so much better, but no, I really have to go from here to there, enter and leave. The markers make so much sense. Also, what is this? I know it's something to do with the Forsworn, but I haven't read about them yet. Anyway, where to next? We have this fine red eagle sword. This close enough, might as well move here. Just follow the road, I'll be fine. Now, once I actually... no. I may not have the honor of using that yet. 7. Let's see if this goat is gonna get paralyzed or not. How resilient are you, goat? He is not, because he chooses to flee. Such a pity. I was getting hungry. Hello, sir.
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solitude.
I have nothing to say to you. Now move along, or I'll order my guards to attack.
You mean guard. Singular. You have one guard escorting you, and he looks bored out of his mind. So where does that road lead, actually? I'm just kinda curious. I don't have enough blue mountain flowers yet.
I want your sellswords out of my mind.
Watch your tongue, native. We'll leave when we're sure there's no Forsworn here.
Oh, and when would that be, I wonder? When I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very generous offer for this pile of dirt. I suggest you take it.
Hello.
The mine is closed. Get lost.
So who is in charge here?
I'm not from here. I'm a sellsword. These are my men.
That's not what I asked, but okay. Why have you shut down the mine?
Forsworn attacked a while back. Jarl had no men to spare, so the Silverbloods generously offered to send us to clean things up. We just want that old native to hand over his land in payment for our services. Then we'll leave, and everyone can get back to work.
Maybe I can convince him to sell.
Do that, and I'll make sure you get a cut.
Sounds easy enough, and honestly the most humane option. So tell me about the Silverbloods.
You haven't heard of the Silverblood family? They're the most important people in the Reach. They practically own the city of Markarth, and we're here on their coin.
They practically own the city of Markarth. Sound like my kind of people.
All right.
Let's hope they don't get on my bad side, or they will very much be dead. Alright. Do you sell anything?
I'm one of the few native sons of the Reach that owns land. Doesn't make me very popular.
So, are you in charge here?
My family has owned Karthwasten for generations. Rare for anyone in the Reach that isn't a Nord. Not that it does me any good. Nords think I'm working for the Forsworn. Forsworn think I'm working for the Nords.
So you have troubles with your mines.
Robbery is what it is. The Silverbloods are trying to muscle in on my land. Forsworn attack the mines, and suddenly all these sellswords show up to help. They won't let anyone work until I sell it off.
That does sound bad. Maybe you should
telling me?
sell it.
No, this is my land. You expect me to just hand it over to those Silverblood thugs?
They will not stop until you do.
You're right. They always get what they want, somehow. Fine. Tell Atar I'll sell.
Not so difficult now, was it? Now I'm gonna eat your eggs. Oh, that's my good deed for the day. Okay, chasing lights, no, that's miscellaneous. Need to give this to someone. Bring the last scrubbered to Galars. Steal the statue of Diabella. Sounds like fun. Do you have any gold in that mine of yours? If you do, I might actually need to visit it and do some digging.
We're in control of this mine. No sudden moves.
Threaten me again. See what happens.
The mine is closed. Get lost.
Okay, Einak won't be a problem anymore.
Good work. Here's your cut. I guess this finishes up our contract with the Silverbloods, so we'll be heading out.
1,000 gold. I was hoping for something more exotic.
Time to find another job.
So it's silver you mine from here. I don't mind silver. I only satisfied with gold. Not for anything special, it's just more expensive.
Time to find another job.
Yeah, I keep saying that. I wonder what it actually means. That you're gonna retire and have a nice happy life?
Time to find another job.
It was one of the easiest quests I've ever completed. I am satisfied with myself. Yeah, just keep going that way. There is another dungeon not far from here.
You want to talk to me after everything you've done?
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
If the Forsworn aren't attacking my town, the Nords are trying to force me off it.
I mean, I didn't force you, I didn't intimidate you. I just suggested you so that so you would have no more trouble with those guys. It was your decision. You could have paid me more to get rid of them, and would have more than happily obliged. Oh no, I think I just wasted a black soul gem. Never mind. I mean, it's still a grand soul gem by heart. Speaking of which, you have a lesser soul in you, which means that I need to use you for something. The Black Star. Good enough, I say. Okay, take this, and the flowers, and the nightshades. Red mountain flowers, and look at that, bird's nest. Rock wobble eggs. The blind cliff. I think we're very close to Markrot then. This is where these things actually grow, isn't it? Let's take a look. Oh yeah, very close in fact. Still need to cross the river there. I'm just gonna follow the road and see where I am going to land up next. Hanging moss, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna use that. Don't know if that's actually working. Let's take a look, shall we? Alternation. Whatever, just kill. I do want my mace. Alright, let's pick this up and let's move out. A chicken. It's an enemy spy. It needs to die. Why do these trees have so much hanging moss from them? I don't mind, I actually like hanging moss. It can be used for so many things. Can't jump from here? What an unfortunate coincidence. Alright then. There you go. Alrighty, good. So where exactly am I going now? The wrong way. Big surprise. Oh, I actually am going to take this road. Oh, again? What's with you?
Maik's father was also called Maik, as was Maik's father's father. At least, that is what his father said. Maik knows much and tells some. Maik knows many things others do not.
Oh, it's knowledge. Knowledge makes you strong. Keep it. And share it with no one. Okay, juniper berries are easier to find now that I know how they look. Just by berries, on the other hand, I am not sure. There you go. It's interesting because they are actually a different color from the rest of the bushes in here. Just follow the road, it will be all cleared soon enough. This is the berry we need. Wait. Ah, there you go. The nightshades is a definite poison. It has been poisonous for quite a long time. Hello.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here?
Careful
Go
what
home
you
to your
said.
mother. Why? What are you gonna do?
Back
Cry?
off. Now.
I don't have to take that from you.
Some people never learn today. Let's see how strong you are. Well, I definitely don't need a poison of paralysis anymore. There's the soul I needed. I'm also taking your war axe. And those gloves look expensive. I actually have stuff I need to sell. or throw away. Okay, let's pick up some berries. Come on, don't get stuck now. I can use you and you. That's 4. 6. 9? I don't know. I'm going to assume it's 9. And with that it makes it 10. What do they do actually? I'm curious if I'm gonna use them for anything. Weakness to fire, regenerates health, fortify marksman, damage stamina regeneration. Oh, let's see if we're gonna gain another level, since we're very close to water anyway. That's right, level 97. Just 3 more. Ah, what a wonderful day. Let's get some killing done, shall we? Not very far. Okay, how close is this alternation to level up? Halfway there. Well, what do you know? Blood. I hear neon root nearby.
Damn, where'd you go?
Oh wow, he is powerful.
Well, run off.
Okay, I did not expect him to kill me here. Was actually hoping to kill him before he kills me.
Our business is done here.
Time to find another job.
Okay, place is not that far away because we decided to take that job before we headed out. But we are definitely lacking some juniper berries right about now. And some hanging moss. Which honestly is more important. At least in my opinion. Definitely thought I'd be stronger than that. Thank you. That's great. And here we go again. I actually think I'm missing a soul. Clay. I don't see a reason why I should ever mine here for clay. Okay then. The thing is, I cannot go up there. Yes, I did pick that up. Didn't see you before, but I did now. You're mine. Just picking up ingredients, it's so fun. Gonna need them when I actually make alchemy legendary. And that's gonna be after I sell all the potions I currently possess, to make even more potions, which I will never use for anything. There you go, taking this and this. Am I missing anything else? Alright, let's keep on going. No, not here. Let's hope the current doesn't take me away. Hello, little guy. I don't think that's hanging moss. Actually, it might be. No, it's not. What about you? Legendary. So wait. No, I cannot cast this in here. It has to be on the shallow water, otherwise it doesn't have any effect. Right, 97. Again, 3 more levels. And some sneaking levels. And then, as I would call it, the master level up. So how much hanging moss do I currently possess right now? $38. That's right, it fortifies one-handed. That's why it's so important for me. Is that an inn? Paul's house. Right, I remember this place. Well, I'll have to check it out later then. Oh look, the chicken. It's always spying on us, I tell you. Great. So it's around 50 now, right? Wrong button. Careful not to die. Dying is bad, as we established. Now, what I like about this difficulty is when you actually are pretty powerful, it tells you no, you cannot take more than one person at a time. But when you are weak, you are incredibly weak. I actually think that I died because an arrow hit me. Wait, it's only those two. There you are.
Once Mai got in trouble in Riften and fled to Windhelm. It is good that nobody there cared.
I mean, I'm going to assume that's a lie. Alrighty. We have picked so many, I should say, flowers that I can't even count 50. Okay, I can't count them. Oh. Wrong guy. There we go. Now I should be more careful here. Still gonna pick up hanging mosses. Don't you worry about that. That is indeed one of the easiest way to level up your alchemy. Alright, we stopped counting. Hey dude.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. The United Empire is better for everyone.
Well, might as well kill him now. I mean, don't want to take him out during the fight in the battlefield. Sneaking level increased. Just one more. I'm going to assume that I actually captured his soul as well. In fact, I don't need to assume, I can take a look at that. Nope, I didn't. Unless... yeah, I did. But with the other star. Sword, sword, sword. It's in weapons, of course. Don't know what I'm doing. And there we have the black star. Red and blue. Okay, cast that spell again a few times. So close to 100. The thing is that we are gonna level up after just one more level. That won't be certain for how long it would take me to level up the last level. If what I said makes any sense to you. Halfway there. And a little bit above. Good. Let's move out. And where, oh where are my forsworn enemies? There they are. Go play. Ow. A looter. Yeah, don't try doing anything with that. Oh, nice. A flawless garnet. We can use that. A Ravager. Now this is gonna be a little bit more of a challenge. Is that your camp? Come on. You can make it just a little bit more. You can make it. Ooh, nice. Keep hitting. What happened to you? Whoa, where did you go? Yeah, there I am. Collecting souls. A glass dagger and something else. Okay, not bad. Just chasing the head there. Amethyst. An iron dagger. Just be careful there. Don't want to be caught off guard. There you are, little one. Ow. Wait. Can you see me? Oh, you're dead. So, you're in league with the Hag Raven. Ow. Ow. Okay, balls. Let's drink a potion. Let's drink 2 of them, in fact. Let's get this one. And ultimate healing. And your soul is mine. Okay, where's the last of them? There she is. And it was a he. Now it's a corpse. A Dance with Fire, Volume 2. Okay, let's cast the spell. I'm gonna have to come back in here because there is a gnome root very close by. Okay, hello guy. Do you have anything for me? A Ravager with a bow. Aha! I knew you'd hit me. What exactly are you fighting there? Oh! Hello! There goes one of you. Nice. She a Ravager. She is indeed. That takes care of all of them. I think we got enough. Oh, no, that's not an ingredient. Sad. Okay, almost fell there. I can slip in here, not bad, but I don't need to. Not just yet. It needs to be here somewhere, right? There you are. Now let's level ourselves up a little. Before we continue, imagination. Let's see. And we walk in. Ah, then level it up. I am surprised. There you go. Okay, I wonder, should the next level up be on magicka or stamina? I mean, my health is fine. Norkish dagger. There you go. I don't need the forsworn bow. So what am I looking for in here? The Red Eagle's Sword. What book did I read to find this thing? Is it gonna tell me? I'm not gonna adopt anyone. There you go. It doesn't say. Now, there was actually a book about this guy. I believe I haven't read it. Well, not officially at least. So, once we find that sword... You know, that shouldn't have been a quest. That should have been more of an Easter egg for those who are actually more observant and who take time to read books. Okay. So, is this the place we need to visit? Yes, it is very close by. There was a cave in there. Wait, is that a giant? And void dust. What were you trying to do? Send the giant into oblivion? Actually, that sounds like a noble goal. Okay, once we do that, I'm gonna go to Makroth. Extreme destruction. I mean, I'm not gonna use it, but I wanna see how I look with that on. You can be improved better with these gloves. You look ridiculous. At least they fit your eyes. Don't need the boots. My first helmet. Yeah, it's not my first helmet. I think it's my second helmet. Okay, how do I get up there? Wait, seriously? I have to go all the way around? Fine. I mean, it's quite a field trip, but I can't actually handle it unless you allow me to pass through here. Would you? I bet I could make the journey if I had a horse. Of course, I can't do it because I don't have a horse. But no worries. The man responsible for that is dead. And more juniper berries. Ah, such a great life. The Red Eagle Redoubt. One down, one to go. Gotcha. Fear poison recipe. Okay, what do we have? Amulet of Julianus. Do we have any blades we don't need? We don't need any of the daggers. Throw it out. Red Eagle's Ascent. It's actually the ingredients that are making me a little bit more heavy. Hag ravens. Oh, what joy. Oh, you heard something. Just a sec. Let me just get rid of that stolen dagger. And all the rest of them.
You can't hide from me.
There goes number 2. Yeah, I can't spend my perk right now because if I do, I'm gonna level up. And I need to train in destruction before I do that. Whitecaps. Alrighty, and where we are. Here you go. Let's see if we can pickpocket you. A Ravager.
Over here.
Still alive after that one magnificent hit. Wait, that's it? Oh, did you die because of the trap? Boy, you little... Gotcha. Black Soul Gem. Would have loved to take that from you before you died. Okay, and what do we have in here? Red Eagle Redoubt. Oh, a coin purse, not bad. All right. So I don't actually need to visit it. The blade is right here. One more dab. And nothing. Okay. The animation, man. It always gets me. And that it's annoying. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can. Sneaking 36.
Can't hide from me.
Just gonna plow through that sneak attack thing. Another looter. This should be an easy task. There you go. Damage health poison. Never seen that before. Got caught in a trap there. Come on, can I climb this? I can. If I could climb this as well, that'd be great. I almost can, but not quite. Well, I guess I can, but there has to be something to it. What do we have? Nothing. Then you die. Briarheart. Oh, whoa, whoa. Really? Ah, you can detect life. Come on, little guy. Oh, you submit, do you? A little bit too late for that, I'm afraid. Wait, did I take the sword? Red Eagle's Right. Is that the same book? Keeper of the Razor. Current descendants of the Inner Circle. Jorgen of Marthau, 8th generation of Clan Axbearer, to bear the hilt of Marcus Razor, son of Haunir, son of Horny, son of Koli, son of Maute, son of Liglet, son of Nadiri, son of Lene. Kazoo, leader of the Crack-Tusk Bandits, an 8th bearer of the Blade Shard of the Marcus Razor's son Shelters, son of Mog, son of Gluck, son of Grop, son of Ugrach, son of Moloch, son of Odmash. Okay. Dracua, leader of the Forsworn of the Dead Crone Rock, the 8th bearer of the pommel of Marcus's Razor, Draught of Creane, daughter of Adana, daughter of Malivia, daughter of Muriel, daughter of Rain, daughter of Caliphate, daughter of Starka. Historic background. Of all the groups that had pledged to eradicate the Mystic Dawn from Tamriel, none were indebatably successful, as the Keeper of the Razor originally had a militia group, founded to destroy the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. The group was renamed after the discovery of the legendary artifact, the Marcus Dragon, that became their namesake. How they found the Razor is a secret that I have yet been unable to uncover. But it is clear that they were not part of the Farden Throne's failed expedition to Varsa Balin, and in fact the group does not first appear in Imperial records until the 50th year later. The Razor was divided amongst these 3 highest-ranking members of the Razor's Inner Circle to be passed down from oldest child to oldest child until the twins' moons themselves disappeared from the skies. That seems incredibly unproductive. Although this pledge seemed to have been loosely interpreted, as the moons did vanish from the heavens during the Veil Night. Oh, that's interesting, that's actually an interesting story. 4E 98, 4E 100, yet the Razor's pieces were still being requisitioned throughout the generations during and after this time, tracing the lineage of the Inner Circle proving especially difficult thanks to the group of unusual membership, while the leader of the Keeper of the Razor was a Nord and thankfully was easily researched through the clan's family history. Another 2 members were an Orc and a native daughter of the Reach. Those cultures, particularly in respect to literacy, made tracking them downright downless. straightforward. Fortunately, Altmer Gronglars and his sons are well recorded for the service in the Imperial Legion, yet the daughter of Sarka proved nearly impossible to find, and though I uncovered Markroth's meticulously through tax records, which recorded each bird of Sarka's kin in order to administer certain petty fees. Sarka's current descendants, Draskua, fled to Dead Crown Rock after the Markroth incident and is considered by the Jarl to be a major threat to the safety of the Horde. Cool. Red Eagle's right. Having bathed in the blade in human blood present in the rebel's crane, together with your sacrifice and intone, Lord Red Eagle, Ancient One, first and foremost amongst Richmen, heeds the call of young people. Still we fight for freedom, still our blades are dark with blood. Turn your gaze upon us and grant us your blessing anew. I renew the ancient covenant. When at last our lands are free, we shall return your soul to victory in hand. Then arise, O Great One, from your haunted tomb. Reclaim thy stolen throne. Rule over us, High Lord of Reach, forevermore. Cool. So, did I actually acquire the weapon? Red Eagle's Fury. Wow, that's one pathetic sword. Steadfast Sword. Well, we have this already. The Legend of the Red Eagle. This tale was translated from the memory of Caris Flane, student of Whitehold. Elements of the legend suggest the date 1E 1030, though, as with any Ariel tradition, much of it is likely a later anachronist. Currently, the stories of the similar kind of his legendary blade appear in other ancient myths of the Reach. Sounds fascinating. Long ago, a child was born in Sundered Hills. They name him Fallon, which means Red Eagle in the tongue of the Reach, for the screeching bird call that greeted his birth and the crimson bloom of the autumn hills. Thus began his legend, Reach child born under the auspicious skies, his very name the color of blood. 10 kings ruled the Reach in those days, and though then were free, the people were scattered and warned amongst themselves, and arguers foresaw the boy's destiny, a warrior without peer, first and foremost Lord of the Reach, chosen to unite all under his name. Falun grown nears and straight, and it seemed that the prophecy would be fulfilled. The banner of the Red Eagle was raised along the cliffs of the Reach, and his people prospered. Then came Hestera, Empress of the South, riding to war one by one. The king stood before her. One by one they fell aside, bending knee in the imperial bargains of slaughter on the battlefield. Her legions came at last to Sundered Hills, and envoys were sent to bargain for their surrender. Fallon refused to yield the freedom of his people, but the elders were afraid, cast him out, and accepted the imperial yoke. Thus was stolen by the foreign invaders his land, his people, his very name. In the years that followed, Red Eagle became known as the ultimate spirit of the Reach, unbowed, unbroken, stained by the blood of his foes. He greeted loyal Reachmen to himself, those who clung to the old ways, who yearned for freedom and forged a new nation. Together they fell upon the occupants of the traditions of the night, disappearing into the cliffs and caves each morn. Evading capture it was not enough for every imperial partel and garrison they wiped out, yet more seemed to march from the green south to replace them. One night under the cloud-coaky sky, the men of the Red Eagle warmed themselves over the damp fires of smoldering moss. Bumbo's shambling figure came to them, cloaked in rags, face crowned. Though his men mocked and cast stones at the stranger, Valiant sensed something and beckoned. The cowl was thrown back in the dim light, and she revealed herself to be one of the ancient and venerable Hungravens. She offered power of price, and a pact was made. Thus was bargained to the witch, his heart, his will, his humanity. From that day forward he was a spirit of vengeance, pitiless and beyond remorse. The rebels grew and straight in numbers, and none could stand against him. Falun's eyes burned coldly in those days, black opals reflecting a mind not entirely his own. 2 years passed, and the foreigners were all but driven from the Reach. Such peace could not last, however, as a great lust fell upon them. A swift army of invaders, unlike any before, for Fright Night. Hestera's generals laid siege to Red Eagle's stronghold, till he himself came forth for battle alone, and roped nothing but his righteous fury. 1,000 foreigners fell before his flaming sword, and yet enemy was routed. Yet the night fell, so too did he. The warriors who came to him said Falion's eyes were clear again on the final night. He was taken the place prepared for him, a tomb hidden deep within the rock with his remnants straight. He passed his sword to his people and swore an oath, right on, and when the last of the Reach is free, his blade should be returned. Then he might rise and lead them again. Thus was given to his people his life, his dream, his sword. But when every debt is repaid in blood, these he shall reclaim once more. Wow, he's actually the bad guy. Also, he was a coward. He wanted strength which he could have gained by himself, but traded his soul for that very strength. He's nothing no more than a traitor to his people alone. Okay, where to next? Oh, we definitely need to visit this place, so place a marker there and let's move out. By the way, was there a house here or something? Yes, there is this tower, temple, or whatever. Honestly, his story is actually interesting and I liked reading that. I doubt there are any more enemies nearby. Might as well go like a crazy person and discover everything we can. Of course, that's the screenshot for the day. And where do you lead? A novice chest. Very well. Vigorous healing, I can use that maybe. Alright. A greater soul gem. I also picked a ruined book. Okay, where do you lead? Oh, that's very far away. Need to turn around. Actually, I need to find a road. That will significantly help me. There it is. Careful, I don't want to die from falling from too high. And there we go. Ow. Still alive. Careful. Good. Careful. Good. Careful. Good. Right. Yep, this is the way to Morgroth. Still need a few more levels of alternation. Not a few, just one, but I do need to cast a few spells. Hello, noble. Do you want to give me your horse? No? Okay. Cart Weston. Markrot. Okay, this way. Who knew berries could be so heavy? Actually, I'm still not overburdened by berries. Just the butterfly wings. There we go, alternation 100. Definitely need to make these master alternation spells now available for me. Which means that I need to... Oh, there we go. The hanging moss. That's what broke the camel's back. Leave the Sorcerer's dagger behind. No, don't pick up anything. So what quest do we have here actually? Tell this guy about the thing. Steal the statue of Diabella and meet the guy in the Temple of Baal. Okay. Oh, wow. Why is this spell so expensive all of a sudden? I have to train on my restoration magic. Okay, this is where the mine is, right? Yep, very close by. Just keep on going. Are you talking about here or here? Just wanna take a look at the map. I'm going to assume that I need to cross this. No, actually I don't. Cool. Such greatness. Hey, Khajiit.
We agreed. Take a look.
That's fortunate. Let's see, what can I sell to you? Amulet of Julianus. Increases my magicka. Sell this. Keep the boots. This cat really likes me, doesn't he? Armor of Conjuration. This was a very useful armor at one point. Potions, food, okay. Quite a lot of ingredients because of the hanging moss and the juniper berries.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Okay, take this and this. Guardsman.
They say if you're that one from the college. Heard about you.
Why? I haven't done anything special. In fact, you can say that I'm a member of the Thieves Guild more. That's actually a faction I care about. Whiterun. Yeah, that's the way. We'll need to return home soon. Hello?
Die, or die.
Oh! Forget the gargoyle. I want this traveler. Oh, come on. Oh, whoa! Ow! These armored attacks are amazing. Here's my restoration spell increase. He thought he could escape. Okay then. Right, the guy was right here, so let's go talk to him. A strong vampire, but could have handled them if I actually didn't waste my mana on stuff. Did I get sick? No, I'm still fine. So where is this guy?
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
Really? Because I just checked and didn't see... Oh. Yeah, I'm sick. Ah, there you are. Minor's barracks.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do?
Kolskiger mine is lost, friend. Forsworn killed everyone.
It's cleared.
You drove them off? By yourself? Thank you. We'll head back to work right away. Take this. It's the least I can do.
Wait, when didn't we have this conversation before?
Until next time.
Huh. Must have been mistaken there.
Divine smile on you, friend.
I'm sending word to the
How much money do I currently possess? Oh yeah, I have more than enough to purchase the most expensive houses in all of Skyrim. Let's go to the inn, order some food, drink something, read a book again, because we read one already. You can say even that we read two, but honestly, the journey wasn't that important. Oh, also, I do believe I have a potion to cure all diseases. Maybe I should use that.
Citizen.
Moron. Level 65.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Take a look.
Okay, I'm purchasing the soap piles. What foods do I currently have? I have wine, bread, cabbage. Need some meat. Ooh. Okay, let's sell everything. Except the meat. Ooh, I sold the sweet roll. Oh well, I have weapons, that's good enough. So this, and this, and... I mean... this, and yes, I want my sweet robe back.
I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Ah, the stone bed, it's so comfortable. What's the point of having this in my room, if I can't actually...
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Take a mug and fill it.
Problem.
Right. Alright, good. I'm fed, I'm well rested, now let's read a book. Oh, where is it? The mirror, that's what I was looking for. The wind blew over the open plain, josting the few trees within to move back and forth with the irritation of it. A young man in bright green turban approached the army and gave its chieftain terms of peace. The commander, he was refused. It was to be a battle, the battle of Ein Kalur. So the chief Libas had decreed that his open defense and his horsemen were at war once again. Many times the tribe had moved into territory that was not theirs to occupy, and many times the diplomatic approach had failed. It had come to this, at long last. It was just as well with Myondrox. His allies may win or lose, but he would always survive, though he had occasionally been the losing side of a war. Never once of all his 34 years had he lost in hand-to-hand combat. The two armies sparred like dual Fortnite streams, though the dust and when they made a clamour rang out, echoing into the hills. Blood, the trees, liquor, and the clay had tasted in many months, danced like powder. The high and low battles cried out of the river tribes met in Barolme, and the armies dug into one another's flesh. Mindrox was in the element he loved. After 10 hours of fighting with no guard given, both commanders called a mutual and honorable withdrawal from the field. The camp was positioned in the high walls garden of an old burial ground, adorned by spring blossoms, and Mindrox torn the ground. He was reminded of his childhood home. It was a happy and a sad recollection. The purity of childhood ambition, all his calling in the ways of battle, but the tinged with memory of his poor mother, a beautiful woman looking down on her son with both pride and unspoken sorrow. She never talked about the troubled her, but it came as no surprise to any when she took the walk across the moor and was found days later. Her throat slit open by her own hand. Ooh. The army itself was like a colony of ants, newly shaken within a half-hour's time. After the end of the battle, they had recolonized, as they'd been instructed. As the medics looked at their wounds, someone remarked with a measure of abastion and astonishment, "Look at Mindrox. His hair isn't even out of place. He's a mighty swordsman," said the attending physician. "The sword is greatly overvalued article," said Mindrox. Nevertheless, pleased with the attention. "Warriors pay too much attention to striking and not enough to defending strikes. The proper way to go into battle is to defend yourself and to hit your opponent only when the ideal moment arises." "I prefer a straight-flowed approach," smiled one of the wounded. "Is the way of a horseman. If it is the way of the Bajos tribe to fail them, I renounce my heritage," said Myodrox, making a quick sign of spirit. And he was being expressive, not blasphemous. "Remember what the great Blades Master Gaiden Shinji said. The best techniques are passed by the survivors. I have been in 36 battles, and I haven't snored a show of them. That is because I rely on my shield, and then my blade, in that order. What is your secret? Think of melee as a mirror. I look on my opponent's left arm when I am striking with my right. If he is prepared to block my blow, I blow, not why I expect undue force." Mindrox cocked on eyebrow. "But when I see his right arm tense, my arm goes to my shield. You see it take twice as much power it sent forth than it does to deflect it. When your eyes can recognize whether your opponent is striking from above or an angle, it is an uppercut from below. You lean and prove your place, your shield just to protect yourself. I could block for hours if I need. But it only takes a few minutes or even seconds for your opponent used to battering to leave a space open to your own strike. What was the longest you've ever had to defend yourself? Asked a wounded man. I fought a man once, for an hour's time, said Mandrox. He was tireless, with the blood gorging, never given me a moment to do aught to block his strike, but finally he took a moment too long to raise his Kroto, and I found my mark in his chest. He struck my shield 1,000 times, I struck his heart but once, but that was enough. So he was your greatest opponent? Asked the medico. Oh, indeed not, said Maldrox, turning his great shield to his slavery metal, reflecting his own face. There is he. The next day the battle recommenced. Chief Limbes had brought reinforcements from the islands of the south. To the horror of the disgrace of the tribe, mercenaries, renegade horsemen, and even some Reachman witches were included in the war. As Mildrock stared across the field of the arms, assembling, putting on his helmet and readying his shield and blade, he thought again his poor mother. What had tortured her so? Why had she never been able to look at her son without grief? Between sunrise and sunset, the battle raged. A bright blue sky overhead burned down on the combination of combatants rushed against one another over and over again in every melee. Mindrox prevailed. A foe with an axe rained a series of strokes against his shield, but every one was deflected until at last Mindrox could best the warrior. A spear maiden nearly pierced the shield with her first strike, but Mindrox knew how to give the blow, throwing her off balance and leaving her open for his counter-strike. Finally, he met a mercenary on the field, armed with a shield and a sword, and a helm of golden bronze. For an hour and a half they battled. Mildrox tried every trick he knew. When the mercenary transed his left arm, he held back his strike. When his opponent rose his sword, his shield rose too, and experimentally blocked. For the first time in his life, he was battling another defensive fighter, stationary, reflective, with his energy to battle for days, if need be. Occasionally another warrior would enter into the fray, sometimes from Mildrox's army, sometimes from his opponents. Their distractions were severe and swiftly dispatched. The champions returned to their fight. As they fought, circling one another, matching block to blow and blow to block, it drove to Mildrox that here, at last, he had a fight. The perfect mirror. It became a more game, almost a dance, than a battle of blood. It was not until Mildrox missed his own step, striking too soon, throwing himself to balance, that he prompted was ended. He saw rather than fled mercenary's blade rip across him from throat to chest, a good strike. A sword he himself might have delivered. Mildrox fell to the ground, feeling his life passing. The mercenary stood over him, preparing to hit his worthy adversary the killing blow. It was a strange honorable deed for an outsider to do so, and Mildrox was greatly moved. Across the battlefield he heard someone code a name similar to his own. Junterfox. The mercenary moved his helmet to answer the call, and he did so. Mildrox saw through the slide of his helmet his own reflection in the man. It was his own close-set eyes, red and brown hair, thin white mouth, and blunt chin. For a moment he marveled at the mirror before him. The stranger turned back to him and delivered the death stroke. Jutrax returned his commander and was well paid for his part in the day's victory. They retired for a hot meal under the stars in the garden by an old corn that had previously been occupied by their foes. The mercenary was strangely quiet as he observed the land. "Have you been here before, Jutrax?" asked one of the tribesmen who had hired him. "I was born a horseman, just like you. My mother sewed me when I was just a babe. I have always wondered how my life might have been different had I not been barred away. I might never have been a mercenary. There are many things that decided our fate," said the witch, It is madness to try to see how you might have taken his turn on that in the world. There are none exactly like yourself, so it is foolish to compare. But there is one, said Geotrix, looking to the stars. My master, before he set me free, said that my mother had twin sons when I was born. She could only afford to raise but one child, but somewhere out there is a man just like me, my brother. I hope to meet him. The witch saw the spirit before her and knew the truth, that winds had met already. She remained silent and standing, until the fire banished the thoughts from her head, too wise to tell all. Wow, that was a long story. Anyway, so this is where I'm gonna end this episode. Thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.